Good day, people, and you are welcome to my channel. I'm Michael. Even though I promise to go over the most daunting and the most challenging topics in economics, I will also deem it fit to go through the basic and the fundamentals of economics, which is the basic economic problem. All right? Now, the basic economic problem is scarcity. Now, what is scarcity? Scarcity is the use of limited resources to satisfy unlimited ones. Now, it will interest you to know that human wants are unlimited. You know, all over the world, our wants are unlimited. Now, we have very limited or finite resources to satisfy those wants. And then you have a problem. Yeah. Now, the fact that we have scarcity of resources has led mankind to making a choice. If not for scarcity, humans wouldn't have been making choices. All right. Now, scarce resources have alternative uses. This means a piece of land which has been used for a shopping complex could as well be used as a supermarket. All right. So no country, no individual can boast of having satisfied its wants or their wants. Now, let's have a look at opportunity cost. What is opportunity cost? Opportunity cost is the next best alternative for gone. Now, let me give you an example. If you have $20 and you are faced with a problem of getting for yourself a pair of shoes or a wristwatch. Now, each item goes for $20. What do? You have to choose in between the two. Now, if you eventually went for the pair of shoes, because to you it is more important, then opportunity cost is the wristwatch, which has been forgone, which we're not able to buy. All right? So opportunity cost is the next best alternative forgone. Opportunity cost has also got to do with decision making. All right? For example, the government do make budgetary allocations, every year. The government of each country make budgetary allocations every year. Some amount of money could be dedicated to finance, to agriculture, to education, and to healthcare. All right. Now, because of scarcity of resources, the government cannot afford to spend on every sector of the economy. All right. So, if the government plan on spending on education or agriculture, now maybe agriculture seems to be more important and more paramount for the government. So the government may decide to spend on agriculture, leaving behind education. So education, which the government did not spend on, okay, is the opportunity cost. And that's the next best alternative forgone. All right. Now, let's have a look at the basic economic questions that we have. We have what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce. Now, let's have a look at why we must answer these questions. All right? Even though these questions has got to do with entrepreneurs. Okay? Now, what to produce? Why do we have to answer this question? We have to answer this question, what to produce, because resources are scarce. We can't afford to produce every good at the same time. All right? The resources are not there. Now, how to produce. Why should we answer this question, how to produce? The reason is to know the best combination of resources to deploy in the production of the particular good, all right, or service. Now, for whom to produce? Why should we answer this question, for whom to produce? To be able to know which good is in high demand for an entrepreneur to maximize profit on it. And you know, the main objective of an entrepreneur is profit maximization. All right, even though we have other aims, which we shall discuss in later chapters. Yeah. So the reason why an entrepreneur should answer the question for whom to produce is to know the particular good or service which is in high demand, all right, in order to maximize profit. Now, this has got some moral, questions to it, all right, and it's also subject to value judgment. Now, positive and normative economics. Positive economics is or depend on facts. All right, it depends on facts and empirical evidence. All right. Now, normative economics has got to do with value judgment. And what do I mean by that? Now, value judgment is based on people's opinion and not facts. All right? But positive economics is based on fact. All right? So which means it has been tested and trusted. Let me give you an example. An example of normative economy is if the government decide to give every citizen who is above the age of 60 $100 each. Now, that is normative economics because it's not based on fact, it's just based on opinion. All right? Yeah, it is rather based on opinion, all right, than on fact. All right. But in positive economics, a very good example is if the inflation rate of a country increases by 5%, okay, in the current year, that is positive economics.